What is going on, all you spies? It's Ultimate Spy 53 here, and welcome to another episode of Reviewed. This is Reviewed number 62, and today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Pixels. So, Pixels. This movie was, well, it had bad reviews, and it was really, really bad. I think Adam Sandler even got an award for the one of the worst pictures, because he hated it. It's surprising the actor hated that movie, but I might be the only one who actually liked it because it was fun. It's a video game, sort of a video game movie thing, but not really. It's the idea of the world's war again with video game characters, because the world sent out a signal into space and they got it, and it's the video game characters to battle Earth, and yeah, it's pretty fun. It was actually pretty fun. It was some pretty good story. Because you got like classic arcade games. Um, so I really liked it. I don't know why it's so like this, but it's really good. It had Adam Sandler, Kevin James, um, Josh Gad, uh, Brian Cox, who you may know him from the X-Men movies as Stryker, and also he played a role in Avengers: Invasion Time um, as Sidney Newman. And it also has Sean Bean in it, and he didn't actually die in this movie. Um, it also has Michelle Monaghan, who plays a woman who's, well, Adam Taylor's hair kind of has a thing for her. It's a little weird. People didn't like that part of the movie. Um, it also has Peter Dinklage. He plays a character that has like there's two versions of the Peter Dinklage character, and one of them is he's a younger kid. I think it's played by a different actor. And then later on, he has his, older, and he has like beard and everything. And the same actor, that's Peter Dinklage person. Instead basically it's like big. He's like basically well, big. When I say big, I mean like he's that's in terms of how good he is at games. He's just really big at video games. Um, so basically, it's about that they're defending the Earth from video game characters. They're video game arcade things. So it was a really interesting idea. I liked it. I don't know why people didn't like it. I saw some video on it of why it was bad. It wasn't even that bad. I enjoyed it. For what it's worth, it was fun to watch. It did get a low score at 60%. I think one of the in terms of that year, I think it came out in 2014. I think um, it was one of the worst movies that ever came out according to the critics. I didn't think so. I have a different opinion on that. I thought it was fun. It was a fun movie. It had some good characters in it, some recognizable arcade game characters. Um, some funny moments. Sean Bean's character made it really funny. Where they're fighting the robots, and it's like, and then everyone, the British people are because I think they go to England, and everyone's like, why is this about a bear commercial? And he's like, well, and then Sean Bean's like, he's like, this is going to be this is a beer commercial. This is a bloody beer commercial. that was that was really funny. And then I think Josh Gad character, he's really funny. He played Olaf in Frozen, and also he played the Fu in the Beauty and the Beast movie, which is a good movie. Very good movie. But this movie, he played this kid from like the beginning of the movie, which is montage where at least these four kids are all growing up in the age, and then later on we see them like as grown up and everything. It's pretty fun. And honestly, it was a fun movie. I enjoyed it. For what it's worth, it's just nothing wrong with it really. Besides the fact that yeah, there might have been some goofy moments in it, but honestly, I'm not one of many people who actually liked the movie. It was funny. It had some good references. I knew the characters. I think there's like Space Invaders, Tetris, Donkey Kong. That was a big part of the end Donkey Kong. there was, I think Mario maybe popped up. I think Sonic. Um, there was this female warrior hero that Josh Gad's character fell in love with. She's played she's played by Ashley Benson, who's, I mean, the character herself was pretty hot and beautiful, but the actress herself is already hot. And she played the character who, since she's in this fictional, she's basically this fictional heroine from this video game that Josh Kelly's like in love with her or something. And what happened is the very end of the movie, towards the end of the movie, when they're fighting everything, she comes to life from Pixel to like real life, and he's like, oh my god, it's her, and thanks to the power of, I think, Hubert, or no, not Hubert, yeah, I think Hubert actually, his character in this, he's actually a character from Murderball, but I think he makes the warrior princess person, she kind of looks like Wonder Woman a little way, without the armor and, sword, um, and she basically turns into the pixel, I think Hubert basically turns the pixel version of a character into a real person. And the very end of the movie, I think that was what made everyone kind of mad, was the fact that that she like had babies with Jessica's character. That was really weird. People thought it was just messed up, and yeah, I mean, at the very end, I think the one thing that was kind of crazy is the Michelle Monaghan's character. She falls for Adam Sandler's character, which is very strange. Apparently, like I said before, this was one of the worst movies of that year, and actually, it was apparently played to be because Adler said performance, because apparently he apparently still can't act really like his acting style or something. I didn't think it was that bad. I think it was I thought it was funny because there's another scene in the middle of the movie where they're fighting the space invaders. It was actually really fun. And when I first saw the trailer, I was like, "Oh, this seems interesting." And then I saw the movie like, "Oh, this is really fun." Um, I mean, I liked it. I did. I liked it. I mean, I think the weird stuff about the movie was Peter Dinklage's character, who was just a very odd character. I think it's played by a different actor in the earlier movie, later on in the movie, Peter Dinklage, and when they're making a deal, he wants two women or something. It's weird. But no, yeah, Pixels was probably I think when they got on the ship, things get hectic. But when they're fighting the video characters, it was, oh my god, it was a fun movie. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not a lot of people think this movie was good. I mean, it wasn't that bad. It didn't get a lot. It got 60% on Rotten Tomatoes, which honestly isn't that good. Um, it's not the best. I've seen worse ratings. Honestly, I've seen worse ratings. Like Star Wars episode 1 got 50 something, and then The Last Airbender got 6%. The Batman vs Robin got 11%. So honestly, it wasn't even that bad of a movie. It really wasn't. I liked it. Um, I mean, it had some weak points in it. I will say that it had some good points in it, but honestly, it wasn't even that bad. Um, yeah, I really liked it. There was some really, it's funny. Overall, it was really a fun movie to watch. And I think that the character of I think I can't remember his name, but Adam Sandler's character, he plays this mailman. He plays this like this uh this just like a working a job, and he goes to the White House, and um, he acts very childish in that. I think that might have been what set people off, and them receiving the signal. And I think one of the best things in the movie was um, when they're all getting when they're fighting the Pac-Man. Pac-Man is like this um, synthesizer character that like comes to life and becomes naughty. Um, basically, in Texas City, and it's actually the creator of Pac-Man. Um, Crap, what's his name again? Let's see. I think it's what? Iwata or something. I don't know. But I can't remember. But something weird. Um, and he basically goes up to Pac-Man and I mean, here's my son, and then he goes and he gets bitten. His finger, his had bitten off. It's actually from the trailer, and he's like, someone not the stupid thing. And that was really funny. That was a really funny part of the movie. I mean, I think people when they saw the movie, they were like a little hesitant, like, "Oh, this is like one of those stupid movies," and it didn't really do that much. I don't know if it got a good amount of money, like $200 million, but it's not bad. Um, but I enjoyed it. I really did. It was funny. It had some really good, characters in it. It had some, memorable people who I remember. Had some good celebrities too. Um, you know, Madonna. I don't even know where she is. I think Martha Stewart. A lot of crazy people. Um, yeah. So it had. I mean, honestly, the video games were not much, but just our classic arcade games from the 80s and stuff, like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, and Q*bert, and all those other characters like that. But no, it was fine. I enjoyed it. Um, you know, the trailer itself was fun. I just like the idea of video game characters coming from space to invade the world and then like battling against the video game was really fun. It was a really fun idea to just watch that. And it just felt I think one of those movies that gets really bad reviews on it, but it turns out to be really fun. And that's why I watch movies for it. I'll see a movie even though it has bad reviews, and I'll see it and I'll love it. And I don't know why people think it's so bad. It's not. This movie was not a bad movie. It really wasn't. It had some weak points, yes. It had like I thought the acting was fun. It was comedy. Some of the moments were really funny. The Adam Sandler stuff was a bit cheesy. I thought some of the stuff was I could tell for the first time that he was not he was he I could tell sometimes where the acting wasn't like good. He was just like trying to like put the lines out like he's hating this line. I think the fact that Adam Sandler didn't like the script at all and he still did it anyway was a factor. So yeah, um, but no, it was fun. I really liked it. Um, and there was some great scenes with some great comedy. I thought the end was a bit much. That cool line when the Drake just looks up and he sees I think it's Martha Stewart and Madonna. I think it's called in the window, and apparently they have a thing together. And then Josh Gad's character because I think somehow he um, does it with the character, the really character that Ash Benson plays, and they somehow come out as keywords. Weird, but nevertheless, it was not a bad movie. So that comes to the end of this review. I know it's pretty short. I'm trying to make my reviews as short as possible, but what movie I'm reviewing. But this movie was fine. Pixels was a fun movie. I liked it. I liked the plot of it. There were some moments that were a bit much, but no, I enjoyed it. I thought it was really funny. I see movies that have better all the time, and I also like them. So it's all that opinion. But anyway, thank you for watching this review of Pixels. If you liked it, if you like my opinion, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you thought of Pixels. If maybe I have a different opinion, even if it's negative, I will still understand it. And please positive. I would like positive feedback. But nevertheless, I did enjoy this movie. It was really good. And on rate scale, I would give it a 7 out of 10, just because some of the scenes were a bit cheesy and goofy. Some of the comedy was just like it was so. But nevertheless, I enjoyed it. Anyway, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to this channel, Ultimate Survivor 3, and also subscribe to Ultimate Gaming, where I have all the game stuff there. Um, and I will see you next time for the next episode. Alright, see ya.